After all the insanity that's unfolded at Bungie in the last week, the Destiny 2 community was convinced that we have the worst CEO possible, that anyone could be better for CEO at Bungie. But after the events that unfolded yesterday, we found that there are some other insane CEOs out there, and there's a potential contender for the #1 worst CEO spot. So we're going to break down this entire news story of the Borderlands CEO and their crazy response to criticism to the Borderlands movie. We have, obviously there's a new Borderlands movie that recently came out, so of course naturally people are going to watch it and offer their criticism. You know, everyone's a critic these days, everyone's got their movie criticisms, you name it, right? And so people are going to not like the movie. Some people like some bit of it, some people don't like some bit of it. For the most part, it seems like the Borderlands movie is not being very well received. So a lot of people are taking to Twitter, and one of them is a content creator named Killer6, who's very popular in the Borderlands genre. And because they posted a criticism of the movie, and it wasn't anything horrible that they said, it was just like the most mild, tame criticism, like they didn't like it, basically. And that's it. They got blocked by the CEO of Borderlands, along with several others. And so this went on and on. Everyone was checking, like, why am I suddenly blocked by Randy Pitcher? Why am I blocked by the CEO of Borderlands? All I did was say that I didn't like the movie, you know, like I wasn't a fan of the movie. And so then, of course, naturally, people are going to bring this up. We have Gathalion, who put a spotlight on this. He's obviously a big Destiny content creator and a big Borderlands fan as well. So he tweeted at him saying, hey, there's people giving legit tempered criticism of the Borderlands movie, and they're receiving blocks. Long-term dedicated Borderlands players, they're not even, the responses aren't even vitriolic. I think an apology and a reversal would be justified from you. And so that actually got him to respond publicly. Then we get to this response here, and this is where things go way out of hand. Like, things get way crazy here. Yesterday, he says, yesterday I blocked a bunch of truly nasty accounts, but in the process, I have accidentally blocked at least 3 good accounts, including at least one person I like and have actually met in person. I'm so sorry. Sincerely, if I mistakenly blocked you, no excuses. Let me know if I screwed up so I can fix it. Thanks. I usually don't block criticism. I've always profited from it, which is a weird thing to say, and I've never been in short supply. Cheers and be cool. So there you have it from the CEO of Borderlands. Very interesting to say that he's profited from the criticism. But, you know, the next part, though, this is where things get really out of he starts just going on a complete tyrant of Paul Tassi, of all people, right here. He replies to his own tweet. He says, oh, in regards to blocking, right? Except for that Paul Tassi guy. It was pointed out to me that I blocked him too. So far, I think I accidentally blocked 3 people, not Paul Tassi. I thought he was being a dick, and so I blocked him on purpose. And then goes on to say, I unblocked him, but I might block him again. Something about that dude's attitude just feels off to me. I read some shit he wrote where he seems to act like he knows me and fronts like he knows something he doesn't, and that he doesn't rub me right. Bad vibes. But I don't know him at all and only know what he writes on Twitter, so who knows? The internet can be a mess sometimes. It's strange to be someone other people seem to want to think about and talk about, and I know he's super obsessed with the stuff me and my company make, and I know he's a dude who is making a living talking shit, so good for him. I'm not in the mood to fuck up his money, so have at it, my dude. Be cool. Which is just crazy, because Paul Tassi is just a writer for Forbes. Like, he's obviously going to give critiques of movies. Like, this is what he does. He critiques of movies, video games. Like, this is what he does. He's a journalist, right? And so, like, to say that he's like obsessed with your game, like, he's obviously not obsessed with Borderlands. Like, he writes articles for video games. Like, this is just what he does for a living. Was really strange, and the like weird attack on Paul Tassi was so odd. So of course we have to go see what the response from Paul is, because, you know, clearly he's going to be like so confused as what's going on here. And he responds saying, ah yes, tagging me and insulting me with an entire paragraph broadcast to 690,000 people is extremely normal behavior and does not at all reinforce anything I said. Thank you for unblocking me, sir. So Paul obviously firing back at him. And then naturally, you know, we had to get the response from Randy here. So this is what he said to Paul's tweet, which is, it is my opinion that you enjoy talking shit at my expense. Your comment here further reinforces my opinion. It's super strange given that you seem to love something I also love and brought into the world. I'm just trying to make entertainment. I'm glad some of it has really engaged you. I'm sorry everything I'm sorry everything we do doesn't hit for you. I get you're doing your gig, but why be a jerk about it? Like, he's just giving a criticism. He didn't like the movie. Like, that's it. Like, you can't block everyone and hate everyone that doesn't like something you make. Like, when you're a creator, you're going to make stuff and people are going to hate it at times. Like, there's going to be things you do, videos you make, content, whatever it is, articles you write, anything, whatever it is, you know, even tweets, opinions, people are going to dislike it. Like, this is like the most bizarre way to respond to really mild and really tame criticism. Like, it almost sounds like it's not like Paul Tassi tweeted out, like, you know, F Randy Pitchford, you know, like nothing crazy like that happens. So it's such a bizarre response. Now, obviously, a ton of backlash went to Randy, the CEO of Borderlands. And so everyone was basically commenting stuff like, you know, you're the biggest embarrassment in gaming. And that's saying a lot, you know, and everyone was just completely flaming this guy all day to endless, like, just endless criticism of him. And everyone saying they're embarrassed to be a Borderlands fan, and just countless tweets. This became top trending yesterday. So naturally, he had to respond in some capacity, he had to say something. And so he begins to backpedal as much as he possibly can. But even the backpedaling is really odd and really strange behavior. We'll go ahead and read this here. We have also spending hundreds of hours talking about it, which is cool, and your business and your prerogative, but you're not exactly normal when it comes to Borderlands. It's cool. I'm obsessed with a bunch of stuff, including Borderlands. I wasn't trying to get you with the comment. I was making the note to mean that I get the stakes for you on this probably feel different than what they feel like for someone who isn't obsessed. So maybe he's trying to say that, you know, people who are really into Borderlands it's gonna mean more to them for it to hit on a certain notes, but maybe the more casual audience would enjoy it more. I'm trying to see this through Randy Pitchford's eyes here, but it's very difficult. It's very foggy, right? Yeah, but it feels like you were trying to hurt something I love, and you were trying to hurt me. That part is just odd. Trying to hurt him? Okay. You lost me there, Randy. That's what it felt like, so I legit purposefully blocked you. Obviously, I thought better of it and unblocked, but it is what it is. I'm happy to chat and have a real conversation if you want. Okay, now we're making some progress here. We got sometimes this platform and internet comments in general get in the way of real people having real interactions. All right, I like where this is going. Not every day that someone gets an offer to chat with the creator of something they've spent hundreds of hours enjoying. All right, it's starting to get a little weird. My aim will be to sincerely understand you better and to share fellowship over something we obviously both love. How will you use that offer? Cheers. Oh, very interesting. It's like people are commenting on this like such a main character moment that Randy's having here with this one. So obviously, I don't know if they had a chat together or not. I'm sure Paul will let us inform us if they do, and maybe we'll have some information about that. But what a crazy interaction overall. Obviously, in today's climate, people are giving a lot of criticisms. The crossover from video games to movies is always really difficult. I feel like very few have been successful. In fact, can't even think of some that have been successful that I've seen. So very few have been successful. So clearly, people are going to criticize. And the Borderlands movie is not hitting as well as the Borderlands fans obviously would have enjoyed for it to do so. And there's obviously an amazing cast. I'm sure it was, you know, directed well. And sometimes these things just don't hit very well. And that's just a fair criticism. You know, it's not like it's a hate on the franchise or a hate on Randy or a personal attack trying to hurt him. Like saying I don't like the Borderlands movie should not hurt you, you know, if you are the CEO of Borderlands. But let me know your thoughts about this crazy situation in the comments. I could not help but laugh because the CEOs of these video game companies, what the heck are they doing? They need a better PR team. They need some better advisors, all right? They need people in their corner. I feel like they're just completely unhinged. We're letting them get away with some crazy stuff. What do you think about this situation? Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the news and craziness going on out there. And smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.